Hey there! I'm Jordan, and today I'm spilling the tea on something that's been a game changer for me and countless others. The subtle body language signs that a girl is totally into you and wants you to approach her. Trust me, learning to read these cues can make all the difference. It's like having a secret superpower one that can transform your social interactions and boost your confidence. So, buckle up as I take you through the 5 biggest signs that she's interested, plus a couple of bonus tips that'll keep you ahead of the game. The glance, the silent invitation. Let me set the scene for you. Imagine you're at a bustling bar, the kind where the lights are dim and the music is just loud enough to make conversation interesting. You're standing with your friends, scanning the room, when suddenly you lock eyes with a girl across the room. She looks away quickly, but then glances back at you. This isn't just a random look, it's a deliberate signal. She's trying to get your attention without being obvious about it. I've seen this happen countless times, and it's always fascinating to me. Girls will do this to gauge your interest without having to make the first move themselves. It's like a silent invitation, a way of saying, "Hey, I think you're cool. Come talk to me." But here's the thing. Most girls won't just walk over to you, even if they're interested. It's an unwritten rule that guys are supposed to make the first move. I know it sounds a bit outdated, but that's just how it usually goes. I remember one time I was at a friend's birthday party. There was this girl I had my eye on, and she kept glancing at me. At first, I wasn't sure if she was just looking around or if she was genuinely interested. But then she did it again and again. By the third time, I knew it wasn't a coincidence. I mustered up my courage, walked over, and struck up a conversation. Turns out, she was into me too, and we ended up having a great night. Eye contact, the power of a stolen glance. Now, let's talk about eye contact. This one is huge. If she's locking eyes with you, even for just a second, and then quickly looking away, that's a massive hint. It's like she's testing the waters, seeing if you're paying attention. If she does this a couple of times, you can pretty much bet she's into you. I remember being in college and seeing a guy across the room who I thought was cute. I'd make eye contact, hoping he'd get the hint and come over. But sometimes, guys just don't pick up on it. So, if you see this happening, don't be shy. Go for it. Confidence is key here. If she's making eye contact, she's already shown her interest. All you have to do is take the next step. The smile. Decoding her expression. The smile is another tricky one. Just because a girl smiles at you doesn't always mean she's interested. Sometimes, it's just a polite acknowledgement. Girls smile at strangers all the time. It's a way of being friendly and acknowledging someone's presence. But if she's smiling while also glancing at you or making eye contact, that's a different story. It's like she's combining all these signals to say, "I'm definitely into you." I've seen this happen a lot, especially in casual settings like coffee shops or on the street. A girl will catch your eye, smile, and then look away. If she does this more than once, it's a strong indication that she's interested. But remember, context is everything. If she's smiling while also touching her hair or leaning in slightly, that's a solid sign she wants you to approach. Hair play, the flirty gesture. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite signs, hair play. This one is a classic, and it's something I've seen in countless movies and television shows. But guess what? It's actually based on real-life behavior. Girls often touch their hair when they're nervous or flirty. It's a subconscious gesture that signals interest. Imagine you're at a bar and you see a girl across the room. She catches your eye, looks away, and then brushes her hair off her shoulder. Or maybe she's talking to her friends and she keeps twirling her hair around her finger. These are all signs that she's into you. She's using her hair as a way to get your attention and show her interest. I've had friends who've asked me about this one, wondering if it's just a myth. Trust me, it's not. Girls do this all the time, often without even realizing it. So, if you see a girl touching her hair while looking at you, take it as a sign that she wants you to approach. Getting closer. The subtle shift. Another big one is getting closer. If she starts moving closer to you, either by herself or with her group of friends, that's a huge hint. She's making it easier for you to approach her. Maybe she'll stand next to you at the bar, even if she already has a drink. It's like she's saying, I'm right here. Come talk to me. I remember one time I was at a concert with my friends. There was this girl who kept catching my eye. At first, she was standing pretty far away, but as the night went on, she kept moving closer. By the end of the night, she was standing right next to me. I took the opportunity to strike up a conversation, and it turned out she was really into me. She had been giving me subtle signs all night, and I was lucky enough to pick up on them. Bonus tips. The final touch. Now let me share a couple of bonus tips that'll keep you ahead of the game. First, if she comes up to you, even if it's for something random like asking about your shoes or commenting on your outfit, she's probably into you. Girls don't usually approach guys unless they're interested. So, if she makes the first move, that's a huge sign she wants to talk to you. Second, pay attention to her body language when you're talking to her. If her body is facing you, that's a good sign. She wants to engage with you. But if she's standing with her friends and only her head is turned towards you while her body is facing the other direction, she's probably not that into it. This one might seem small, but it's a powerful indicator of her interest. A personal story. The awkward encounter. Let me share a personal story to illustrate this point. I was at a bar with my friends, and this guy came up to me. I wasn't really interested, but he didn't pick up on my body language. I kept my body turned away from him, facing my friends, but he just kept talking. It was super awkward. My friends were awkwardly staring at me, and I was giving him all these subtle signs that I wasn't interested, but he just didn't get it. The lesson here is simple. Pay attention to her body language. If she's turned away from you, she's probably not into it. But if she's facing you, leaning in, and maintaining eye contact, that's a strong indication she wants to engage with you. The power of body language. So, what's the takeaway here? Body language is incredibly powerful. It can tell you so much more than words ever could. If you can learn to read these signs, you'll be way ahead of the game. And remember, confidence is key. Even if you're nervous, just go for it. The worst that can happen is she says no, and that's not the end of the world. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you noticed any other body language signs that indicate a girl is into you? Share your stories in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thanks for reading, and I'll catch you next time.